Um, this is going to be a forms tutorial. I'm going to walk you through making a form, actually a quiz, and using it within your teams. So the first thing you need to do is go to your email. That's probably the easiest way. Click over there on the dots and go to forms, and that will take you to Microsoft Forms. Now there's two things that you can make here. You can make forms or you can make quizzes. Form is if you don't want to grade it. A form doesn't have a correct answer. So for example, if you make a question number 1, what is your favorite color? A, red, B, blue, and C, green. A kid can choose one of them and there's no right or wrong. It's not going to get scored. On the quiz, you would have something like 2 plus 2 equals an A1, B2, C3, and D4, and only D will give them a point. So we're going to make a quiz. Here goes the title. Be a test. You can add a picture to go with the title, a description, and then you add a new question. I'm going to show you 3 kinds of questions. The first one is one that I am going to make from scratch. You can make them multiple choice, you can make them extended response where they need to type. You can make them rating, maybe for KN1, where they say yes or no, basically. I have no idea what that is, date. You can have them upload a file, like for example, if they need to type a whole essay, they could, that would be the response. Of course, that wouldn't have points, wouldn't be scored. The only one that can be scored immediately is the choice and the rating. So this is going to be choice, and I'm going to say 2 plus 2 equal, and then I'm going to have 4 options. Right now I have 2 options. I'm going to have option 1 is going to be 1, option 2, 2. I'm going to add another one, it's going to be 3, and I'm going to add a 4th one to be 4. And here I have a check mark. That means that is the correct answer. So now that is marked. And that's really it. Multiple answers in the case that there may be more than one correct answer. Required means that they have to take the question, do it. And I can give it points if this is an actual test. This is more for, I would say, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. If you actually want to grade the whole thing or have forms graded for you, you need to give it points. Let's say that I'm gonna make a 10-question quiz, and each one is gonna be 1 point. And then add a new one, and this one we're gonna make it text, just for the fun of it. But here in the question, look at that. I am going to add, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to add a picture, if I can. Let me see. Got it. Get out of my way. I'm gonna say, do you like it? And then I'm gonna click here, and I'm going to go to image, and I can look in Bing for an apple maybe. And that one. Add. And now my question will be, do you like it? And the apple should appear there, right? and they will have to answer their answer. Maybe I could write, instead of do you like it, I can say describe the apple. Now, because it's a quiz and not a form, I can add here a correct answer, but it will have to be exactly, it would have to match exactly what they say. This is more, for example, for if you're trying to have them spell something or something like that. And last example that I'm going to give you, and this is going to be multiple choice. What if I already have a test made in PDF and I want to pass it to forms? I can go to a PDF like this one, for example. This is an actual science test, and I am going to take a photo of just that question. I'm gonna snip it. Now I'm using a Mac, so mine's a little different, but I'm going to take a photo of that. And now on question, I won't type anything, and I will just copy or take that photo that I took, and this is gonna go to my file system, and I think that's it. Yep. And I open it, and because I didn't write anything, it will take the whole space. And now I can say option 1 just A, option B B, C and D. And I'm not gonna read all that, but let's say that B is the correct one. I don't know. And I'm done. Now I have a test with 3 points, 3 questions, and I can go back. It's this immediately saved. I don't have to do anything. I can go back to my forms and I'm done. I should rename it because I already had a test. I'm gonna call it test 2. And there we go. Okay, and now I can go to my teams, and I'm gonna go to my fake team. I go to assignments, and I can create, I can create a quiz, and it will go directly to forms and show all the forms that I have. And I want to use test 2 next, and then it will go to the usual assignment part where it has a title, instructions, deadline and whatnot, and I can assign it. Oh, I messed up. I shouldn't assign it before it loads, so wait a moment for the thing to load, and nowadays it's taking a while, but once it loads then you assign it. Yeah, it's gonna throw an error, so make sure that you wait for it to load. And earlier today when I was practicing all this, I had to try this like 3 times, but eventually it did load, and then you assign it, and then your students are gonna get it, and they're going to get the quiz and the form, and they can each one of them answer it, and it's gonna be scored for you automatically. Now to go back and look at the scores, you need to go back to forms again, get into the test and go here to responses. Now no one has answered my test, of course, but if I go to responses, let me go to one that I may have. This is from years past. I go to responses and I will have 76 responses, average score, um, and you have a detail per question, and you can see each student's score and so on. Okay, good luck, bye.